Hello, everybody. Greetings from Virginia. It is the 13th of March here, heading into spring here in North America. And I hope that this video finds all of you doing well. I thought it'd be fun to do a video for a change rather than writing up my Inside ASIS, maybe break up your need to read things all day long a little bit. And so this also gives me a way, I think, to share a little bit more about what we're up to a little bit more quickly. So things are really hopping here at ASIS headquarters. We have a lot of things coming up in the next few weeks that I want to make sure you're aware of, and a lot of work going on behind the scenes to get us ready for things happening in the fall. So I'm going to start out talking about meetings. So you all know about our annual meeting, which is in October, but before that we have two other events. The first one is coming up April 26th and 26th and 27th. That is our inaugural 24-hour conference. That is a meeting that will start at 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time in North America and run for 24 hours until 8:59 a.m. on the 27th. And so whatever time zone you are in, you should be able to access at least 8 hours of content from that meeting in a time that is accessible to you. The conference will be recorded, so the other 16 hours of 16 hours of content will get recorded, and you can watch that as well if you can't stay up for the entire 24 hours. We have teams working in North America, in Europe and Africa, and in the Asia Pacific region, each developing terrific content, and we have a packed program. So registration for that is going to open up really as soon as we send out this Inside ASIS. So I encourage you to register for that. There is a fee for registration, which is considerably lower for members than non-members, but we want to recognize the value of the content as well as the value of your membership in ASIS. So we hope you will understand that fee. If you are in a financial position where you're unable to pay the fee, please reach out. We do have scholarships available to help you with that if you are unable to afford the registration fee for that. So check out the website that is linked from our meetings and events information on the website. So take a look at that. The program has just gone up in the last 24 hours. So we're really excited about that. And thanks to all of our volunteers who have made that possible. The next new meeting is the Information Science Summit. That will be taking place in between the ALIS annual meeting and the ASIST annual meeting in Pittsburgh in October. So the ALIS meeting ends on a Thursday. Our meeting, we actually do start with workshops on the Friday, but that Friday will also include the Information Science Summit. And that meeting is an opportunity for us to bridge the worlds of industry with research and academia and develop conversations around what information science researchers and practitioners need to be thinking about in the future. And what we should be making sure that we're teaching people about information science and the type of research we need to be doing to meet the needs of industry. So that's going to be an exciting event that is sponsored jointly by, well, it's hosted by ALIS, the iSchools, and ASIST, and it is sponsored by San Jose State, Simmons, and Syracuse University at the moment. And we are talking to some other sponsors. So any of y'all that might want to get in on that, please let us know. Thanks to this sponsorship, we think we'll be able to offer this event at a zero registration fee for ASIS members. We will be offering that event, and I didn't mention, but of course it's probably obvious that the 24-hour conference is fully virtual. The Information Science Summit will be hybrid. We're doing that because we recognize that a lot of the presenters that we want to get from industry are not going to be able to travel to Pittsburgh for a one-day event. And so we will have quite a few virtual presenters. And by virtue of that, we are also going to be offering virtual attendance at that event. So we're excited to be able to offer that. We think, we're still checking on budget issues, but we think we'll be able to offer that free of charge to ASIS members. So please make sure that is on your calendar, whether you are or are not able to come to Pittsburgh. Then, of course, the annual meeting in Pittsburgh, which starts Saturday, I don't have a calendar in front of me, but it's around the 29th or 30th of October, whatever that Saturday is, with workshops, and the meeting starts on the Sunday. And we have keynotes lined up now. That information is available on our website. The program is being built as we speak. The deadline for submissions for that is April 18th. So please make sure that's on your calendar. And we hope to get a lot of submissions in this year and have a really robust content. As you all know, that meeting is face-to-face. We are not going to offer live hybrid options for that meeting. We just simply do not have the staffing and financial capacity to do a simultaneous face-to-face and virtual meeting. However, there will be some virtual options related to the annual meeting. There's a virtual poster presentation, as well as some virtual workshops. If we have people proposing virtual workshops, we will offer that in addition to face-to-face workshops during the meeting. So those are 3 meetings that you want to make sure are on your calendar, and that you are able to attend as your time allows. We're very excited to be able to offer the annual meeting in conjunction with ASIST this year. We hope, even though it's a big chunk of time to take off of work, we're hoping that a lot of people will be able to come and shoulder both of those meetings and stay for the Information Science Summit in between. So that's going to be great. On the publications front, a lot going on there as well. In addition to Inside ASIST and JASIS and Weekly Roundup, you, of course, hopefully have seen by now Information Matters. That is our online magazine. And under the leadership of Chirag Shah, who is our editor of that, he has really put together a remarkable publication. And so if you are not on the mailing list for that, please make sure you get on the mailing list for it. It's really full of great stuff. The Inside ASIST, this issue will have a sort of what's new in Information Matters column in it. So check that out and take a look at the incredible stuff that Chirag is doing with that publication, because there's a lot of really fun, interesting, accessible content in there that as a faculty member you could use with your students, or as a practitioner you could use just for practical information and advice on Information Matters. So we're really pleased with that. And then ASIST, by popular demand, will be back soon. Lisa Given is the new editor of that rebirthed publication, and she's doing a phenomenal job building an editorial board and starting to seek submissions for that. So please reach out to Lisa if you want more information about that or want to participate in publishing with ASIST. We're really happy to have that back. So that's what's happening on the publications front right now. And then from a programs perspective, awards season is upon us. The deadline for awards nominations and submissions is the 31st of March. And so please make sure you get your awards nominations or applications in. Certainly, pretty much every award could be self-nominated for, but specifically the doctoral dissertation, the Pratt Student Master's Student Award, and the doctoral dissertation award and the doctoral dissertation proposal scholarship and the Pratt are all sort of self-nominated, self-applied. So please consider applying or nominating for all of the awards. This also includes the Distinguished Member Program. We welcomed 36 new distinguished members last year, and I've already sent emails out to 24 people this year indicating that they have achieved distinguished member status. So if you received an email from me inviting you to apply to that, please do so. We want to make sure that we are able to recognize you as a distinguished member if you qualify for that award. So keep that on your radar screen. And then finally, our new consulting program is getting up and running. And this is really a tremendous opportunity if you have expertise in an area that you think is relevant to industry, to governments, to any number of entities that might need your input and advice. please register with us on the Information Consulting Network as a potential consultant. We're building our database right now. We have about 64 people in there who have indicated they're interested in potentially working with ASIST on projects that we would bid out for consulting. That seems like a lot, but when you factor in the number of different areas in which those people are expert, that may not leave us with more than 1 or 2 people in any given subject matter area. So we really want to get our database up to about 150 or 200 people before we start submitting proposals. So I sent an email out on that, I think last Monday. So keep an eye out for that. I will, there will be information in this Inside ASIST as well for where you can register for the consulting program, but please consider doing that. This is a way for you to get paid for your knowledge and expertise, and to potentially learn a lot and build your professional network and just have a great time. And this is an opportunity only available to ASIS members. So we hope that you will avail yourself of that. We are planning on launching the program initially in North America. So we are particularly looking for North American members who are willing to serve in this role, largely because the cost of traveling people from elsewhere would be prohibitive. And we're looking at North America because the business relationships are less complicated in North America than when we start dealing with insurance and the other kinds of things that we would need to manage in an international relationship. So we're trying to, not bite off more than we can chew in the early days. So in particular, we're encouraging North American potential consultant registrants, but certainly anybody is welcome to register. And as our capacity becomes greater to move outside of North America, we'll already have the information available to us. Okay, so that wraps up the big stuff that we have going on. There is always a lot going on at ASIST with the SIGs and chapters and other activities. And so I encourage you, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to staff, or if it's a SIG or a chapter question, reach out to the leadership of those groups, and we will make sure that you get the answers you need. I am always available on lmiddleton@asist.org. Pamela Yonker is your Director of Membership. She's at PEYONKER@asist.org. And if you have a meeting question, that's Kathy Nash at cnash@asist.org. And Garrett is our publications lead, and he's at GDOHERTY@asist.org. And then if none of us are answering your emails, message Amin says she's at admin@asist.org. But either way, we will make sure we get back to you as quickly as possible to resolve any issues you have. So in the meantime, happy spring to those of you in the Northern Hemisphere, happy fall to those of you in the Southern. And I certainly hope that we see many, many of you at the 24-hour conference, the Information Science Summit, and of course, the annual meeting in October. Okay, take care and be well. Bye-bye.